to That Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome to That Wrestling Podcast. The good bad guys of Wrestling Podcast are back talking all things WrestleMania Night 2. Adrenaline in my soul. The WWE champ is not Cody Rhodes. It's Roman Reigns.
It's more like adrenaline in my soul. ... is crushed.
Basically.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. Kevin is here. Him and Joe like tagged out. Joe is not going to be here, and Kevin is. And we think we'll be getting from Jay live from SoFi Stadium in just a few minutes. Could be any moment now. We'll get right to it, guys. The main event, everything on the line. The WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. This match had everything you want in a main event of WrestleMania. It had an invested crowd. It had huge entrances. Roman's piano entrance, really, really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
I was hoping, I thought, that would be a nice touch if the Usos interfered and Kevin and Sammy came down and took care of it. We got that. We got Solo kicked out. It seemed like the stars were aligning. But in the end, Solo comes back from around the back, I guess, and with the hood on, and Samoan Spike, spear from Roman, 1, 2, 3, and I think the crowd will get the temperature from Jay when he gets on, but was absolutely shocked. I was shocked. I really thought when we had those Kevin and Sammy taking out the Usos, I'm like, okay, we're doing it. This is how you write the story to end it, and it didn't happen. I'm shocked, and Kev, I know you are as well.
I'm not very much a loss for words type of guy.
Yeah.
But when that 1, 2, 3 happened with Cody's shoulders on the mat, I didn't know what to say. Like, I was just I looked at my wife, looked at my son, and I'm just like, what just happened? A few little side points. I love the moment. One father to you, right? We're both dads. The moment, Cody went to his family, kissed Brandy, and then took his daughter, and his daughter just gave him a little hug, and I'm gonna rest my head on dad. Like it was such a cute little moment that made me even more think. I'm like, okay, any shadow of a doubt that ever in my mind that Cody would have lost, hugging the family, right? Giving it to in Joe's not on here, but his little comment like, -1 switching companies, that type of stuff.
Yes, Brody Lee's son is there. Yes, my goodness,
beautiful moment. One thing that, and this is the wrestling kid in me. When the Usos are coming down and hit Cody with some moves, I'm just like, and then KO and Sammy kind of like got in there. I'm like, well, that stinks. They hit Cody with moves. They should so hit Roman to make it even. And then you saw the stunner, you saw the huluva kick, and I loved it because then it kept on going. My jaw hit the floor when Roman. I'm not mad at it, right? You can't be mad at it. The guy is on God mode still. Corey Graves mentioned God mode at least 3-4 times. Like, where it goes from here, I don't know. But I'm not mad at the result, just shocked at the result.
I'm not mad. I'm shocked. I'm puzzled. This felt like the stars were aligned, and I really, once the match got started, I put the phone down. I just wanted to be invested in the match and take it all in. And in the 10 minutes after the show went off the air, and before we started recording, I just peeked at my phone, see what the reaction was online. And the one guy I saw that summed it up, that is my worry, is this feels right now in this moment like Cody Rhodes just did the Lex Express all around the country, only to lose, or well, I guess he won by DQ to Yokozuna at SummerSlam. That's what it feels like. Everything was shaping up for Lex Luger to win and be your champion and go from there. And he didn't get the championship. And that's the same feeling I think I have right now of deflating and going, I don't know if you can make Cody the guy coming back from that. That's going to be what I'll be watching for. But it just feels like it's there on the silver platter. It's right there.
Yeah.
You give him the title. You say, Roman, amazing job. Sorry you didn't get to 1,000 days, but you're the man. We got another man now too, Cody. We'll do a rematch at some point and do even bigger box office. That's my worry. You see where I'm coming from there?
I 100% see where you're coming from. There's a lot of puzzling things in my mind that went from night 2. We'll hit up that women's match. I don't want to go right into the IC. I want to go right into the women's match after we talk about this main event, because that I have some puzzling question marks on that as well. I don't know what goes next with Cody.
Yeah.
I have no idea, and that's what's scary. But I want Roman to way past 1,000. Give him 1,200. Give him all the way to next WrestleMania. Shit, if you did not give Cody the title after the jetpack was blaring, the hottest jetpack I've seen in recent times, give Roman till next Mania. Yeah. Truly. And if anything, prepare it for Cody to redeem himself. Make him go maybe into the Rumble again and go after, the started from the bottom and clawing his way back up. It builds itself. Roman, you're just like your daddy, couldn't get the big one, right? Just like your brother didn't even have a shot at the big one. Get back in line, loser. Like, totally belittling Cody to no other. Cody has to work himself up. Maybe
that'll be the angle. I don't know. The way, first off, I think big picture when I'm watching this show, and when it became clear that, okay, yeah, the main event is next, and it was like 10:45. I'm like, wow, there's some time, because last night's show, night 1, went really up until midnight.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's going to be a long match and there's going to be entrances, but it's not going to go until midnight. I can't imagine. So in the back of my mind, I still had, maybe we do get The Rock at the end. Maybe the match ends and The Rock comes out. So yeah, I don't know if that's that they have a verbal commitment for The Rock for Mania 40. And at that point you say, Cody, we love you, but we want now the, 4-year reign champion Roman versus The Rock at Mania. And I wouldn't, I could understand how they would say that's why we have to do it this way. But yeah, it doesn't change the fact that it sucks for Cody Rhodes. I guess in retrospect, now you understand why he hugged Liberty and Brandy and -1, and they did all that because he maybe isn't going to do that after he loses after the match.
For sure. Not taking anything away from the match. I thought the match was amazing. I did. The crowd made it amazing. The crowd was hot for both guys. Like, as you mentioned, the entrances, both of them physical specimens, like, in the ring. Amazing chemistry. The chemistry was absolutely amazing. If Brock and Roman can go against each other so many times, I will gladly take a Roman Cody too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I would.
That certainly, I think, will be in play. I would have to imagine, but yeah, boy, it feels like a moment was missed to me. But we'll see. You like what I'm saying now? Yeah, Lex Express.
I do.
The Cody Express. We just had it.
The only thing is, Cody has the personality. Lex, the All-American Lex didn't work out. Cody, man, they put on a fucking shirt that said "Finish the story." Like,
there's still another chapter to write, apparently.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Apparently.
really, really surprising. But that's why we're wrestling fans, because we always have to see what happens next.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm not mad. I'm puzzled. I'm surprised, shocked, and we'll see what happens on Monday and go
Monday,
from there.
Great. That's gonna be great. And speaking of great, I'll be the first to say on this recap, since it's only you and I, but the fellas would say the same thing. Congratulations on the 2023 WrestleMania Pick'ems champion. It's
wow.
Joe would have with the Bianca 3 years in a row. So you officially dethroned him in by way of tiebreaker, by the way.
Good thing we did that.
It was a fantastic idea with the tiebreaker. When we were like, oh, we'll never get there. Tiebreaker.
It absolutely did.
It definitely did. And Joe had some kind of unconventional picks. Definitely, with yesterday picking Ray over Dom. So, but
yeah, and he got that right. Yeah.
So congratulations, definitely.
Thank you.
For everyone listening, the main match that really decided it, it was me versus you, even though I think I came in third in the picks. It was Asuka versus Bianca. And believe me, on any given day, I would root for Bianca, but I really thought Asuka, just the way they were kind of building her up, even though the lack of build for the match itself, I wonder where the hell Asuka goes from here now, because she comes back from injury, new look, wins the chamber and then loses. And Bianca, believe me, Bianca is phenomenal look. Both entrances were great.
Yes, love them. Fantastic.
I think Bianca was it the Divas of Compton, like dance team?
They brought them in the backstage segment. I missed the name, but yeah, something to that effect. And
so good. The one
how
girl,
great was that?
Like pretzeled her legs over her shoulder. It was very cool and so energetic. And Bianca, so great in the ring. But Asuka losing, I fear for her more than anything, because where does she go now? She is a joke.
I feel I think I would have liked it better on what your point is saying about Asuka is after the match, she like completely beats her down, and just to say, I'm not done with you, she missed the mist in the match. Maybe she gets more mists and then maybe they hug after the match and then I missed her. And just to say okay, this was a very crowd split match.
Yeah.
It was let's go Asuka EST, pretty back and forth. I think Asuka had a touch more from what I could tell, just verbally. And maybe when Jay pops on, he can talk about that. So to your point, you're right. It's another one. Just the match ended and Bianca is there. And so I would have liked to have seen a post match, complete heel turn, beat down, whatever you want to do, poor sport. And that way we know that we're going to continue this on for Backlash. Cause it was a clean pin, great match. I really liked the match. I thought, they could have maybe given another 5 minutes because it was just really, really good. I didn't feel like it had needed to, end at that time, but I didn't feel like it was cut short. I'm like, keep going. These girls are killing it right now. All right, Kev, we've got live from SoFi Stadium. We're patching in Jason right now. He is hopping in on the Zoom as the post-game show, if you will. Live. Oh, look at the look. My goodness.
Who's the wise man now?
Wow.
Who predicted the main event would go the way that it did? Oh, yeah. It was me. I did it. I said it. Joe still sucks. Brian, congrats, because you finally won, and you definitely need the shirt, so congrats.
Thank you. Yeah,
before you by that, yourself?
Kevin's here. You see Kev?
I did. Oh, okay. I see now. Are you in the song?
Yes, it's the three of us, and before that main event, Jay, I was going to ask you when you got on, have you watched wrestling before WrestleMania? Because had like 2 correct picks out of like 13 matches. I was like, oh my God, but you got the main one right. And that's all that matters, I suppose. Right?
Can I tell you a secret? I tanked it.
That's the story. Okay.
What? I have like 500 wrestling shirts. Do I really need 3 more?
No, that's fair.
And like I said last night, Kevin, you weren't here for this, but if I would have won, I would have told you guys each to buy your own because, that's just the kind of generous guy that I am. I mean, I'm Mr. WrestleMania. I'm the wise man. I'm the guy. I'm him. I'm that guy, actually. So
it's impressive. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take the charity. No shame on my part of receiving them with my legitimate picks. It's all good.
What you guys think of the look, man? Legendary, right?
It's amazing. Yes. I've never seen anything like it. What's the backstory?
It's a chalk line jacket. I got it about 2 years ago. They don't make it or sell it anymore. And I've never worn it. Shocker. I buy something, never wear it. Kind of like WWE 2K games. Yeah. So, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I got a lot of love.
That is awesome.
And Michelle joined in.
Oh, beautiful. Look at the love.
So, yeah.
I love it.
What a night, man.
Yeah.
What a night.
So, Jay, me and Kev have pretty much covered our thoughts on the main event. So why don't you start there with your thoughts on tell us about the crowd, the reaction to the result and anything else that you think we should know.
Well, first off, I'm the only one that got it right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one that predicted it. A lot of back and forth. I sent a video. I don't know if you guys got it from the ramp. Brian, did you get that?
Cody's entrance ramp?
Yeah, they were fighting on the entrance ramp. I don't know if I did get the fighting. I don't know. Trying to get stuff sent out of here was fucking ridiculous. So I don't know what actually sent, what made it, what didn't. And
okay, I think I did get that. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Yep.
So great presence, great entrances. Lots of pyro. Cody did say that it would be the largest budget for a pyro entrance in the history of WrestleMania. And of course, Roman being Roman, I didn't really like the piano bullshit.
Okay. Wow.
But it was better than that rapper with the Maleficent hair last night. So, whatever it is. Solo getting tossed and then coming back. I mean, when does a guy that gets tossed actually stay in the back? Because I don't think it's happening. The Usos, no idea where they came from. And, Sammy and KO, I think they came out of the crowd. One of my highlights was watching Michael Cole. As animated as that guy is, they need a camera on him at big events. Because they lost their table. Somebody was holding a monitor in the Samantha.
Oh my God, that's fun.
That they could watch while they could call the TV. And just unbelievable. And like I said, I was right. I know it. I know things, and I did it right. I got it right. That Roman was going to win, but overall, I'm curious to see where this goes next. And no Dwayne, 2 years in a row.
I know.
So maybe tomorrow. I'm on day 4 of WrestleMania weekend, and tomorrow I will be able to finish the story. Going 5 nights of WrestleMania. So hopefully Cody can get it back together, and who knows what's going to happen at WrestleMania Backlash. Other big things from the night. Let's see.
Yes, please.
I did not see much of Asuka and Bianca because the bathroom lines were insane to the point where they shut the women's bathroom down and made it a men's room. And then women were all pissed off about it, including my wife, who was in line. And they're like, oh, wait, you have to go to the single-use restroom, like the family restroom. 35 in line.
No.
35 in line. So, that was the thing. The women's whatever match did not live up as good as the men's from last night.
The showcase. Yeah.
And I know it's only been a couple hours, but I don't even remember what start. Can you give me a rundown of some of the other matches that happened tonight? Because I'm blanking.
Yeah. Brock and Omos started us off.
Brock and Omos. So I sent the videos. You got them. They got posted by our social team. Unbelievable. Kind of was going to be a quickie, like we knew it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought Omos would win, but Brock, he's not last, he's first, and he's out.
Yeah, classic Brock. Yeah, if I'm not main event, give me home to Saskatchewan after I do this.
He's probably back stable by now in Canada.
Correct.
So, okay, so then that was the women's match.
Yeah, women's tag, which it was a nothing for the most part.
Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus delivered. I can't wait to watch that on TV. I got a lot of video clips from there, nice and loud video clips in the 6th row, because, I am Mr. Wrestlemania, and I did pick the main event correct as it happened. I don't know if you know that or not, but I did.
The shirt is going to be main event Jason Marchuka, I think, is the next shirt to come.
Joe does still suck, because obviously not being here shows his lack of dedication to the podcast. Oh, I got to drive somewhere in 6 hours. Well, guess what? I got to drive somewhere too. So
right now, yeah.
Kevin, how's vacation, buddy? I know I've talked a lot, and I don't think I've heard you say 2 words.
Yeah, I'm just still amazed by that jacket. Man, I've loved seeing the photos. I've still loved seeing the videos. I have one question.
Yes,
so, SoFi Stadium, did it feel that it was like an outdoor event by how bright it was?
There, in the one end zone, it's open, so it got cold.
Oh,
I mean, not cold. It's probably like 50, but still, it got cold. It got cold last night, and like tonight, Michelle's got the NWO hoodie from Homage, got the chalk line jacket. It's a little breezy right now. Like, let me see. You see these trees behind me? They're a little windy. They're blowing around a little bit.
Yeah.
So it is cold, but it's not cold like it would be if it was an open roof stadium, like where they have the heaters in the ring stuff. So, but it's cold, and just trying to think of some of the people that were in our area. Ronnie 2K, who is 2K Games guy. If you just Google Ronnie 2K,
I know the name. Yeah.
He was there. There was some comedian. What was her name? Christella. I thought it was the lady from 101 Dalmatians when Michelle said, "Hey, that's Christella," but I don't know who that is. Mark Little, I think was his last name, from the first season of Road Rules.
You see him a lot. I saw him on NXT. I think yesterday.
Got a fist bump from him, and like the jacket. The Liver King, which I don't know who that is, but somebody said he's a big deal. He was in line at the restroom and shooting video and shit in line. So, but I don't know who that is. Overall, a fun WrestleMania. And like I said on Thursday, would have been more fun if my friends were here, but
your lovely wife was there, and she's an amazing sport. So I know it's not quite the same, but it's probably equally amazing on a different level, if that makes sense.
The difference is with my wife here, we're not eating at Speedway. Real quick before I go,
happen. Yeah.
Here's the chair. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, that's beautiful. So what a great chair.
And where's the other two, or where's the other one?
Michelle has it. We're not going to discuss what I did last night with the other one because we're not.
No.
But
any offers tonight yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
But we're walking through the lot. The dog bullshit was stupid. I feel bad for Shane McMahon. He got a huge pop, and then an ankle or a knee, I don't know.
And then there was a huge pop.
I haven't looked to see what Mel
said,
but huge pop, yes. In the entrance, I mean, not his knee or ankle. I couldn't see what his Jordans looked like, but I will look forward to seeing that when I watch it on TV. But overall, guys, great night. Great coverage by you guys, except Joe, because, he sucks. Congrats, Brian, on picking up the W. Kevin, how much longer are you in Alabama?
We are, 4 more nights.
Do they have good internet there? That was the big concern. It's Alabama.
One, Peacock hooked up perfectly in the hotel room.
Perfect.
And it was great.
Awesome. All right, guys. Awesome. So I got to go.
Safe travels, Thursday,
buddy. The big story that I cannot wait to tell you guys on Thursday is about getting tickets for tonight.
Can't wait.
That's the big tease. And I will talk to you later, Mr. WrestleMania, the wise man, main event, top guy, out.
Boom. There it is. Drive safe. Have fun at Raw. He's gone. He's gone. That man knows how to cut a promo when it comes down to it.
So Jason mentioned Brock Omos.
Yeah.
Not much to it. I think I enjoyed it a little bit more than you.
It was okay. Yeah. So I thought the best thing was the very first lockup and Omos throwing Brock halfway across the ring. I've never seen Brock like manhandled like that. So at that point I was like, okay, yeah, this is what I want. And then from that point, it was just paint by numbers to me. Like that anybody who thought when they saw this match is exactly how it went. But tell me anything different if you thought.
So I did like, you mean the ragdoll moment when he ragdolled him. I loved it.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is I wanted to see how the German suplex would look.
Yeah.
Right. And a couple bear hugs, couple of the first German suplex. I was like, I don't think Omos kind of jumped into it because it was like Brock kind of landed on his back and Omos barely like covered Brock's head. The second and third way better. Went back to the bear hug. I thought the F5 little drama was good. There's a slight chance when Omos had him up in the bear hug for quite a while, and Brock's almost 300 pounds. Yeah. You have to take that into big consideration. One spot I didn't like is when he kind of like let go and was like running to him in the ring or in the corner when Brock was like fading, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a little odd. But the F5 where Brock went down, a little shenanigans. I don't know the official time, but I feel like the time was just right for that.
5 minutes. Yeah. I think, I was hoping for a little more. It was probably what it was going to be. I like the start, like I said, but yeah, I was hoping for something more. How about those two guys going to the outside for a little bit, and brawling around the ring? That would have been fun. Has Omos, I would have liked to have seen him do a pin, right? Let's get a 2 count on Brock just to see that he's doing damage. I don't think he even tried that. So, so I think there were some missed opportunities there, but hey, that's like we said, Brock wants to, if he's not main eventing, he's going and doing his thing in the beginning and saying, see you later. So,
but it still wasn't my least favorite of the night. My least favorite was that the women's showcase.
I'll watch that back too, but I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I have to watch it back to get a true this just seemed like any regular match that you would find on a SmackDown. But I'll give it another shot.
I thought Chelsea Green a few times she acted scared with Raquel. That kind of told a little bit. I thought Raquel doing the power bomb to Liv, but not slamming her, throwing her outside the ring. Some of those things were kind of fun. Okay. But overall, I just thought blah.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
I think the men's tag team showcase yesterday blew out expectations. And so we were kind of hoping the women would, try to match that. And maybe it didn't happen that way. But yeah, we'll see how that played out when I go back and watch that. But yeah, then we had Gunther, we had Drew, we had Sheamus, and it was exactly what we thought. They beat the hell out of each other. Fun match. It felt like it could go either way of any of those three at any time. I loved it. And after the first 2 matches, which were, average at best, this is the match that I was like, okay, now we're feeling like we're back at WrestleMania doing something good.
Yeah, it was absolutely phenomenal. And right off the bat, Gunther was I couldn't hear him loud, but I think he said something to the point of, you guys go at it. Get at it. And then, Drew, man, he was, I feel like if there was a stiff match that I could ever want, this would be it. I feel like there's so many times, and they protected each other. Those guys are expert in their craft, right? But there would be some times where I'm like, man, Sheamus's elbow literally looked like it just clocked Drew's face. or Drew's forearm just literally hit Sheamus right between the eyes. Like,
yeah,
how those guys just even take it and get up, not just get knocked out for the 3 count. Like, it was a beautiful time, man. When Sheamus was doing the forearm smash on Gunther, and then Drew would do the slap back.
That was a great spot. Yeah,
beautiful, great spot. Sheamus's, what did he end up getting? I think it was 28.
Something like that. Yeah,
28 beats. Like,
mm-hmm.
and then like, I think you were meant. I think you put like, oh, if you only could have got 39 for WrestleMania.
That's what I thought he was going for. Yeah,
but
yeah.
man, like, I feel that it was either Drew fell because it just started hurting so bad.
Yeah, right.
Or Sheamus mentioned like drop down without saying it loud, because he goes full fledged. Like, he's gotta.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired here. Yeah,
he's got to get tired. Like,
yeah,
I thought the match was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, outside of the main event, because the main event just has a stigma to it, right? Of
yes,
main event. You can't beat the main event.
mm-hmm.
Outside of that, not including that, that is match of the night.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, it was exactly what I was hoping for. I would be fine if come SmackDown, let's say, when they're all back on, unless they do an appearance on Raw, that Drew goes heel. I think that'd be fun, because I thought the crowd, especially because of the story of, Sheamus has not won the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
I felt the crowd that he probably had the most behind him of like, come on, Sheamus. But yeah, all 3 of those guys, just fantastic, absolute fantastic work. Love seeing that match, and it delivered in every way. So yeah, then we had Jay mentioned, Shane is back. That was a shocker, and all excited. And then after a little like run off the ropes, by all accounts, from what I'm seeing, it's a legit injury, and maybe it's a ACL or an ankle or who knows what. But yeah, so he gets hurt, and then from what I read, if you watch it back, you can see the referee Jessica go to Snoop Dogg and like impromptu be like, people's elbow. Like, I will watch that back, just because from what I gathered online, that was just completely on the fly improv of just, oh shit, whatever was supposed to go down with Shane and Miz can't happen. Hey, Snoop of all people, we need you to knock out Miz and do the people's elbow, which, by the way, I'm fine with that. If you remember when he had his match in AEW and he did like a frog splash off the rope, that wasn't very good. So please, compared to that frog splash, this people's elbow was a fucking Picasso. Okay,
yeah.
Let's give Snoop some credit, especially if that was, as from what all indications are, completely on the fly. Snoop was outside the ring saying like, yeah, go Miz, you do you, or whatever he was saying. So that's pretty fucking incredible by everyone involved to put that together. If Shane is legitimately hurt, which is what the indications are.
And that's extremely unfortunate, just because it was last year that Vince got hurt, correct?
Well, let's see. So he fought McAfee, right?
Yeah.
So did he get hurt? I mean, I just remember he had that terrible stunner that Austin hit him on, like he like backed it to the rope. So did he get hurt? I don't remember. But if you say something, I can't remember off the top of my head.
But Shane was not the only one to get hurt tonight. Finn got busted open in Hell in the Cell. And I read a report. He got like at one point when Edge was getting stuff, all around weapons and everything, like Finn was given like a numbing agent.
That's crazy.
It is, and it just shows that Finn is badass. Speaking of entrances, another set of fantastic ones. When it said Brood Edge, I was kind of hoping Gangrel. I read a report.
I was too.
Earlier this week, Tony Khan actually said he gave Christian permission to show up if he wanted to.
Wow.
But of
Okay.
course, we didn't get Gangrel or we didn't get Christian at all. Edge coming out with like the mirrored head thing, very, very cool. Music, fantastic. And then, of course, you know, it went into Metalingus from
Alter Bridge.
the voice from Alter Bridge. So, and then, of course, Finn's entrance. You can't. I was wondering how they were going to do it. If it was going to be the old Finn with the demon with the music, and they did with the.
They did. Yep.
So it was fantastic, and the crowd loved both. The crowd absolutely loved both.
Yeah, I definitely did the Finn arms raise when that came out. That was fun. It's been a while since we've had the chance to do that. I mean, it's funny because Ken was with me, my friend Ken, for night one, and when we watched whoever did America the Beautiful, Becky G from yesterday, and I knew of her because she was a Radio Disney kid when I worked for Radio Disney. Okay. So I was like, oh, look at that. There's Becky G. And I joked with Ken. I literally said, like, I think Exodus is doing America the Beautiful for night 2 tomorrow night. And he jokingly said, like, maybe Slayer's in there. I'm like, yeah. So we were texting, just bawling our heads off of just like, holy shit, we got Slayer. We got fucking Rain and Blood for Edge's amazing entrance. So that was great. And I loved that we got the classic Hell in a Cell, the red cell. No, thank you. Don't mess with what works. So that was great. And love that match. Loved so much about it. Yeah. Maybe they had to do some things on the fly as well because of Finn getting busted open like that. But I'm fine with how it is. We were surprised. I think we all had Finn Balor winning. Yeah. I thought that was best for the story of just wrapping this up and making it big for Judgment Day. But, hey, I'm always going to be okay with Edge winning too, because he's just such a legend, and who knows how many more WrestleManias, if any more, he's going to have. But love to, I mean, God, that stomp off the cage that went through the table. What a cool spot that was. And the concerto was brutal.
Was fantastic. And one nice thing I thought, the chairs were purple. Some chairs were red.
Yeah. Good call.
I thought that was kind of cool with the colors of their respective, characters. I'm slightly puzzled with Judgment Day. Dom losing yesterday, Finn losing today. Rhea's now SmackDown champ, so she's going to be on SmackDown.
Yes, fair.
Respectively. So I believe Judgment Day overall is a Raw brand.
Yeah, yes, completely.
So that'll be interesting. So they can push Rhea to SmackDown. And if the guys are all on there, they don't have to necessarily be all, one strong faction together. The Rhea can be the representation on SmackDown. That's just another puzzling situation, but I don't get paid to be a WWE writer, so they must have a lot of things. And I believe WWE's con said, creatives thinking 3 months down the road, right? So many months down the road. So I'm not a booker, right? I'm not the one choosing the outcomes, but I'm excited for tomorrow night. Raw after Mania is usually fire. We're maybe we'll see some people. There's going to be some exciting stuff. Jay said maybe we'll see The Rock tomorrow. I don't know. I will ask you this. So if you had to say, without thinking too much about it, which night did you prefer? 1 or 2?
Slightly 1. Well, no, I'll give a confident on 1. Night 2, really just because I think first and foremost those first 2 matches. Yeah. Again, Brock and Omos was the bare minimum of what I expected. I hoped for more. They meet the bare minimum. Fine. And the women's tag match, again, like I said, I'll probably go back and watch it, see maybe if there was something I just didn't pick up on. But again, it was the exact same spot as the men's tag match from yesterday. And the men's tag match just completely blew my expectations out of the water. So that alone, and then just this leaving the night, night one, I left with great. Congrats, Sammy and KO. That's awesome. What a nice way to wrap up the story. And let's get to tomorrow night. And then I'm left with just this, conflicting of, wow, how did they make Roman win? So yeah, I would think in my head, I would go like, if I was doing, and I put on our socials, a Twitter poll of like, what grade WrestleMania? A, B, C, or D. I mean, if anybody gives it an F, then you shouldn't watch wrestling. I'd probably go night 1A, and I'd probably go night 2 like a C plus, a B minus. So that grades to like a B plus overall, I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe what's your headspace with that?
I go night 1A, night 2B. Just
okay, sure.
The IC match was
great. Maybe been the best one of the both days. Maybe.
That has a top 3 definitely situation just off the top of my mind right now. I'm thinking main event tonight, tag match from last night. Oh shit, maybe Charlotte Rio is damn good too. But that's a good thing. Match, that is the unfortunate situation of, I'm like, okay, what if they would have put Charlotte Rhea tonight? Would that have helped night 2? And then I'm trying to think of like, and it's one of those things where, it's kind of fun to think about. I didn't think night 2 was bad at all. I were in agreement of that. I would give it a B just because I thought night 1 was phenomenal. Maybe it had that extra match in it, and it had an impromptu real match, because who knows how long that Shane match could have went. Right.
Fair. Maybe that cuts things short too. That's true. Yeah.
Not many surprises.
Shane was the big one.
Yeah,
I would say. And then we know what happened there. I will say, the use of Bobby Lashley basically coming out, just holding up the trophy. Probably could think of something better to do with him, right? Like that's fine, but okay. And I'm really surprised, and maybe something will happen on Raw or SmackDown, maybe more likely SmackDown. LA Knight, no LA Knight appearance. I really thought we'd get something, maybe there's something he could do with Miz and Snoop Dogg or even something backstage. Yeah. Not at all. I'm really surprised based on the crowd reaction. It was what was it? Oh, it was SmackDown in the Andre Battle Royal, where the crowd clearly was behind him, and it's like, oh yeah, they got something here, and not an appearance. So again, yeah, we'll see what happens with follow up either tomorrow on Raw, or if you're listening to us on Monday. It is Monday now. It's officially Monday. Maybe not for you, Kev. You got another 20 minutes because you're Central Time Zone, right?
19 minutes. 1 second.
Yes.
One thing I thought was slightly odd, and maybe I'm just being very, very nitpicky, is when they showed, it felt like the NCAA tournament selection night.
Oh,
they showed the schools and like
the other cities, the other countries
getting just extremely excited, where it almost looked like, and I understand professional wrestling is a predetermined sport, right? But it almost like people were like looking at the camera and they go, yeah, like
I like the concept but I think that was a
almost forced. Like,
yes, I think that was
Australia in a random box, like with the seats.
It was probably in a Hollywood sound studio with like an Australia backdrop to it.
Exactly. It's all the Tinseltown magic.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe I like the concept. I thought that was pretty cool. It's the World Wrestling Federation, World Wrestling Entertainment. My apologies. So show the world watching. I like that concept, but yeah, I know exactly what you're saying with here's Fairleigh Dickinson going, all right, we're gonna get slaughtered by Alabama or whatever. So it definitely had that vibe. Oh, I don't know. Any final words, Kev? WrestleMania is in the books. I mean, it's still an amazing weekend. I mean, I can't wait to look at the end of the year and be like, okay, we've got, 4 or 5 matches that could be considered like best match of the year for men's and women's. I don't know. Any final thoughts?
They call it, the showcase of the immortals, right? I thought there were some people who came out looking stronger. Some people kept looking strong. It's stronger, right? We knew Rhea was a powerhouse. Her beating Charlotte even went on social media and said, congratulations, you deserve it after the match, right? Rhea was strong. She came out looking stronger. Gunther was strong, was the champion already. He came out looking stronger, beating both those guys. Roman, how he could even come out, look stronger.
Yeah.
And then,
100%.
you had some amazing guys who didn't win, and ladies. And then some puzzling things. Overall, with every WrestleMania, that you can find some things that didn't work perfectly, right? But I love this time of year. It's the time of year where it's like, you have the NCAA tournament in WrestleMania right around the time, and then it usually goes into like the summer months, right? And so that time from the build to Royal Rumble to WrestleMania is some of the best time, like, of any wrestling fan, I'll say, calendar year, right? But one of these times, man, we're gonna all have to get there. And I'm saying this without Jay online, because he would be like, motherfuckers, you guys could have all been here. So
yeah. No, he would say that. He has said that. It'll come back around. I know he's a no-go on Philly. We'll see what leads us, though. It's a whole calendar year away. But yeah, I think that'll do it. WrestleMania is in the books. WrestleMania 39. We'll shift focus to Monday Night Raw later on tonight. Excited to see what happens next. And congratulations again to Roman Reigns, the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, once again. At that WrestlePod, if you haven't checked our Twitter, please check it out. We have so many great videos that Jason shot, all from both days at WrestleMania. Well worth following us on there. Check that out. And youtube.com/That Wrestling Podcast. We've got some videos up there as well from all the fun at WrestleMania. I'm Brian. That's Kevin. As we always say, enjoy wrestling. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening. Follow That WrestlePod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
1, 2, 3, that's it!
Thanks for watching That Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And for more That Wrestling Podcast content, follow @That WrestlePod on social media.